New inflation numbers out today show U.S. consumers face rising prices for a third straight month in December. The just released Consumer Price Index was up 2.9% year over year. That marks 3 months in a row of increases. Experts are warning anyone hoping for a possible rate cut by the Fed to prepare for delays or even hikes instead. Check out the market, which is now almost up 700. Let's bring in CBS News MoneyWatch correspondent Kelly O'Grady. She's joining me right here in Studio 55. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
All right, so where did consumers see the biggest hikes in prices last month?
Energy. Okay, that was a big one. It was up 2.6% versus last month. Gasoline was up 4.4%. I have to fill up my tank later today. Not looking forward to that. You also saw increases in shelter and food. So really, kind of think about it, right? These are the necessities. These are the need to have, not the nice to have. And energy and gasoline in particular, I always look at that because it's not just about what you and I are paying at the pump. Think about how do our goods get to the grocery store, right? It's on trucks, diesel prices. So that always tends to flow through as well.
So the Fed's target a baseline of inflation of about 2%. We're almost at 3 now. What's the feeling about what the Fed is going to do?
Pause. And by the way, they should have done that. You and I talked about this last month. It was really a head scratcher that they did cut. So last month they said, look, we're going to get 2 interest rate cuts in 2025 instead of 4. We're expecting them to hold rates the same at the end of this month when they meet. But I also sort of put this into broader context. We have a new administration coming in.
That's right.
A lot of the policies, if taken in a vacuum, could be inflationary. And so you think about how you've got an environment where inflation is ticking up. You have a new administration coming in with policies that could increase that. Yes, now is the right time to pause.
Let me ask you about something, because we're looking at the stock market this morning and it's up big. But the former president, now the president-elect, his view of what constituted a good economy was looking at the stock market. You remember back in the 2016 to 2020 era, he tweeted constantly about the stock market. He rarely tweeted about the CPI or what LIBOR was doing, right? So I wonder what you think is going to happen in the first couple of months, first quarter of his administration, because that's how he's going to see whether he's doing well or not.
This is really interesting, and I just also want to put into context why the market is up today. So even though the fact that we saw the increase in inflation, it is in line with expectations. A lot of the trading that happens is based on algorithms, and they look for particular words. Now, in terms of President-elect Trump, I mean, the stock market went bananas under Biden, too. We also have to see that. I think where you're going to see investors over these next few months, we're in earnings season. A lot of the growth is going to be driven by good earnings. We are expecting earnings growth. So you could see good things there. If some of the policies that he introduces, though, like tariffs, deportations, cause a lot of concern around maybe some of the big retailers like a Walmart, that's where you could see investors go, right? So it's sort of some positive stuff, some negative stuff.
I was anecdotally, I know this is just an anecdote, but I suspect this will be playing out across the country. I was in a restaurant this weekend picking up some food, and everyone in this restaurant, Kelly, was a delivery person, and almost all of them were immigrants. Now, I don't know their status, but I suspect that you're going to see this across the country. If this goes into effect, businesses are going to suffer. And that means we suffer. So,
and just to put into context also, you think about rebuilding in LA with the wildfires.
Yes. Who's going to do that work?
That's also going to be a problem.
That's right. Exactly. All right, Kelly O'Grady, always great to have you here. Appreciate it.